What's up, YouTube? I feel like there's some environments that push us for greatness and others that push us out for greatness. What I mean by this, there's other places where you're going to excel and there's other places where you're going to do bad. The places where you do bad, it's just letting you know. I don't want to say you don't belong there, but the truth is you don't belong there. You deserve better. The places that you grow in tell you you do belong there. You do belong in that specific area. What I'm getting at is I quit my job. I was working in a supermarket. And on my last day, I felt good. I still had ties connecting me to stay a little bit longer. But in reality, it was disturbing my peace of mind. It was disturbing my regular time for myself, my self-care, you know. And these are all, now that I'm looking back, these are all things that I should have managed back then. But I'm grateful that I got the time now to reflect on my choices, my actions, and how I'm doing now. And so leaving that supermarket, it felt great because the supermarket, if you know, it's a very consumer based environment. And a lot of things there um are not for me. You know, like a lot of products there are not for me. A lot of things that I've seen are not for me. Now I'm not gonna say I see some bad things. I'm just saying being in that environment where people just walk in, buy something, and then leave, it didn't make me feel good. And seeing the people that would come in too, it didn't make me feel good. Because I didn't want to be, no offense, I didn't want to be my manager in his position. And I didn't want to be the customer in their position. Now, obviously, I'm going to need food, so whatever. Just forget about that. I didn't want to be in both positions. So I knew that this was not for me already. There are times when I had insane focus. Like I would focus on my work in front of me. And in the beginning, it was cool. Towards the end, I realized I can't focus here. I gotta leave. I can't focus here. I can't focus at home. I can't focus at school. I gotta leave. I gotta focus on myself first. And during that time, during my 2 weeks, or my 2 weeks notice, I submitted my 2 weeks notice, and during those 2 weeks, I started taking the steps necessary. Now it's been a week, 2 weeks since my 2 weeks notice, and I feel like there's some days where I do amazing. I feel like there's some days where I do not as good. But in reality, I know I did enough each day. And I know deep down I feel it. I feel it in me that regardless of how I did, regardless of how I felt, I know that one day I'm going to win. And I'll tell you how I know. Because a week later, after I submitted my 2 weeks, mind you, I did not have a plan B. I did not have a second job lined up. I did not have any of that. Within 2 weeks, or within a week, I get a call and I get an offer for a sales job. Immediately, I'm standing up, I'm hyped. I say, yeah, of course. And yesterday I had an interview. So I took the job. And me personally, this is just my video journaling, whatever, of my life as an entrepreneur. I don't have my business yet. But I see the world as business. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but I see the world as what I can do with it. Not in a bad way, but that's just my perspective on things. Everyone has their own perspective, but this is just my perspective on how and what I can do. And so, a few things that I got to change is getting off my phone, getting off the social media, getting off the games, getting off Netflix. I got to get off of that. And I got to start feeding my brain what's needed. You know, if I see these things, if I see my future clearly, then I got to feed it the right things to get to that future quickly. And that's one thing about me. I'm not going to say I'm patient, and I'm not going to say I'm impatient. I just want what I want, if you understand. And so I'm going to take the steps accordingly. I'm going to cut out some things. It's not because I want to, it's because I need to. The reason I want it so young is so I have the freedom in my youth and in my future. Because one thing I didn't like about working at a supermarket is the micromanaging, having someone on top of me every day. I did like having someone to guide me, but I didn't like someone managing me every second, which kind of felt like it was weird because that person was questioning my abilities, knowing that I did everything that he said. I don't know. It's weird to explain. But yeah, I know I'm headed towards winning, to become a winner, to become an entrepreneur. And I know that it's going to take a long journey. I know there's some things I got to sacrifice. And I know there's some things I got to do. But the reality is, each day of my life, from the past to now, I've done more than enough. And I think you should see that perspective as well. Not about my life, of course, but about yourself. Whatever your dreams, goals, and aspirations are, view your past as you've done more than enough each day. However old you are, however young you might be, you've done enough each day. And if you know that and you believe that, even if you just say it out loud, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a command or a lie. Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing can stop you. So do good. Be good to other people. And create ideas in your mind. What do you want to do? What do you not want to do? Who do you want to see and who do you not want to see? Be specific. I'm not specific, but I can see it clearly. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of this type of content, let me know. If you want to see like some education video, let me know what you want to learn about. I'll do my research. I was even doing some research on dopamine itself and how you can stay away from it. If you guys want to see that, I'm gonna post it next week. But yeah, let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see, and I'm open to anything. Thank you for watching.